Zach, you've been doing great. Yeah, okay. So, but let's pretend in this case we're not going to move them. So let's save the board and use the surface. So we're starting with a flat surface, but I like that. That's good, right? But in this case, there's no intention of moving this pile anywhere. These piles, because we got so many, we might want to compress them and put them all together. Are there any questions yet? We're still good?
Still good.
So how big a space do we need for a map? They tend to be bigger than one blotter. So what we're going to want to do is put out a pair. We're going to want to butt them up together. I don't know what that is, so I'm busy doing this, right? The reason for butting them up together is if you got them overlapping, you're going to get a crease whatever you put on, okay? So the person placing this stuff, you're going to want to hold this because Zach's going to be fighting to lay the map down, and Zach could use a second person. So if you would help, what you do is you're going to lift in unison and roll it, and then you're going to put one side down, and you guys are going to start to figure out the dance. One of you will place it first, and the other one will roll it the rest of the way down. And you can place it from left to right or front to back, but you're going to decide what that looks like. And Rose is going to actually want to do this, so that she keeps the blotter together, because once it separates and you got that thing stuck to it, it's not going to be much fun getting it. Yeah, so I would try and do reposition. And so we're also going to start to learn the width of this insists that we start over X, right?
Randy, do you ever use Mylar over the top to give a reinforcement to do transferring?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that right now, actually. So for this, so blotter it up. So now this is good. So let's pretend that Zach's pile of maps are a map drawer. All right. So we're going to just for pretendity's sake. Now this, credit where credit's due. This is a Peter Waters trick. Okay? Peter was the head of Conservation Library of Congress for many years. So the concept is these are going to want to stick together if I go to lift them up. And if they're fragile and I start trying to peel them apart, I'm going to preferentially tear them at the weakest point. Instead of separating, they might just tear. So instead of that, and could I get you to hold that? So if you hold this end, and I can place this, if it's large enough, go away. You stay up, don't go down. Yeah, you're up in the air. I'm going to actually place it in place. And then you kind of roll it down. So I actually could do this, right? Then what I'm looking for, so what I'm doing is supporting what's a fragile map while it's wet, and being able to separate this. So I'm going to take this polyester and support the piece, and and these are thin. Then we're going to lay it down over there. I've got several sheets, so let's do this. Yeah, get me some more polyester. I want some people doing this. It's easy. You can do this. You can be,
Trying to go?
You want to do it? Yeah.
Okay, here.
Okay. Right.
We'll be in touch. Please. We'll be in touch. Yeah, email me.
Yeah. Place it and then remove the Mylar. And again, the dance. Leave it at this angle. Leave it low. Can you gotta go? Thank you for being here.
Yeah, have a trip.
Safe trip, you guys. Stay out of trouble. Okay, so one, we removed the polyester at the end of the game because it was only a transfer mechanism. It'll trap water. Second, the question was, what about the Hollytex? We've got these stacks going again. Do we need Hollytex? The general theme for maps is they're not coated. There's not a coating. There are maps that have varnish on them. Well, if you've got a map that's if you've got a varnished coating, let me be sure you guys hear this, okay? Listen up, yeah. If you've got a varnished coating, it's possible that that would be water soluble, that would be sticking to the polyester, to the blotter. If you've got any reason to doubt what you're dealing with, we cut big pieces of Hollytex that are underneath the blotter. You just put one over the top of it and call it good and roll on. Did we get one wet that had a backing on it? Did we?
There was one with a letter.
All right, so let's go sequentially. We'll go through it sequentially. Right. And we can start another pile. Who wants to start a second big blotter pile here? And let's keep moving these out.
Randy, do we overlap these seams, or?
No. Yeah, we want them to butt.
And if they butt, should we move them from side to side so it's not like a crack?
You could, you could, because what you don't want is a weak spot. But in reality, we're not moving this stack again. But you could move it a little bit because you got so much room to move it. Yeah, I think that's great. Zach's a builder. You see, that's logic. That's masonry logic. All right. What about a second pile here? Can we get some more blotter, oversized blotter, and big big sheets. Yeah, let's start with a big stack of big sheets. And then let's start with a second set of, and I know Kyle has no experience dealing with maps and probably needs some of this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't hit me.
He's like, I don't even want to watch.
Yeah, don't make me
You don't have to move it back further.
Yeah, maybe we can get you a surface. So, right. So can I get a second stack of map people going here? Create stacks and then let's move on.
Is that one or two?
So go ahead, first you got two. So if it sticks at all, come back over here. If there's any resistance, start at a different point and just go real gently. If you're digging around though, you'll absolutely tear it. Yeah. So start. Yeah. If it's starting to tear, you're obviously got a problem. Slow down and back off, right? Tears are going to show up as repair work later.
It's one. It's one, because you can see through it. The map.
And would it dry if I had two like this that are stuck together that do not have an adhesive in between?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Remind me to do a phonograph album next, all right?
Okay.
Because I've got a theory about drawing phonograph albums that are multi-layered objects that doesn't include taking them out of their jacket. So we could probably dry these in pairs, for what it's worth. Yeah, and I'm wanting these guys, this stuff to come out of here.
Drier,
Yeah.
so they're getting harder to...
Realize this is the work of air drying, is moving stuff to drying surfaces, making sure that these are actually, are these kissing? Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah.
Nothing, just
Holding
stick it on a blotter.
Holding like that.
Okay.
Did you see the flip? Did you see the rip? That was excellent. This is excellent, Michael. That was good. The little flip at the end. Yeah.
Carry through.
So someone could help be sure things didn't move on her. All right. All right. Kyle's going after the folded stuff because it takes skill and daring.
And actually, you can actually...
Okay, right. How big is it? He doesn't even know because it's folded. So let's give him a fighting shot. Why don't you unfold it on a flat surface? It really helps to have flat to work on so you're not trying to lift stuff in the air. When it's wet, it'll tear. So why don't you go and unfold it? And then let's get to this guy. You're our expert. Why don't you help us with that one? So what are we going to do when we create the end of the stack? What's the last thing we do?
Put something heavy on it.
Put something heavy on it, okay? And when do we come back and change the blotter? Tomorrow, right? And who's going to do that work? You know, it's got to be me because you're leaving. My students, exactly. Right? So the question is, how do we stage this so we can go home? At 5 o'clock we're going to go home because we're going to get tired. You can go to 7. You can go to midnight, but if you do, you're going to be beat tomorrow and you still got more of this to do tomorrow. Try laying it all the way down flat. Yeah. And
Well,
then,
it's...
Oh, I saw
yeah.
it. Okay, good.
Do you need a third hand?
Good.
To hold it down?
Yeah, I think we got it.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. So the question is, what do you got when it goes in the drink? We don't even know. Right?
Switch it, like,
Yeah.
that way.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. There.
Yeah. So there's a material shortage. We got more blotter though.
Yeah, I just...
I've got a back room full of blotter.
So we have room to...
Yeah.
Hold it.
Okay, let's put blotter on top of these. Let's stop doing the stack. You all get this, right? We're not done. You notice how many maps are in a stack?
Are we even going to open?
How many?
Yeah, I think just slide this down.
Buku, right? Buku. Okay, let's put those on top of that. Give me back the polyester. We'll call that enough of that.
Okay, this is going to be the tricky part.
Let's go after this one that's been backed with something, because it's different.
Put Mylar on it?
Come on.
It feels okay.
You're an architect, right?
It's going to be...
Handling material.
Okay, I'll keep
So-
my hand.
Now we're
Right
going to go
here.
over here.
That's where I'll keep my hand.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't know how big this is.
Michael, we need your...
Yeah, arm length. Look at this team effort.
Okay, and can you...
And, by the way, the best way to do that would be with a micro spatula. Can we come up with one real quick? Like this.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're going to do if you go picking at wet paper, so That gives you a pry bar, and you want to be real gentle about getting under the edge of it, and then you can lift it. But how do you
Or let
set
it dry a little.
Yeah, there you go.
A pry bar?
A pry bar, and then there you go.
A very small one.
Yeah. Okay.
See that?
Cool.
So,
All right.
what do we do with this one?
But I am with the expert.
That's right. Blotter on top. What about this one? We got our architect standing here holding the goods. Let's put this on top. He's a little nervous that he's in something new, but that's okay.
This is what happens, you get roped into these things.
That's right. So, so what are we going to deal with? Do you want to help Michael? Michael's got the gift. Let's just unwrap this sucker and see what we got. And it may be bigger than what we're dealing with.
I
So
was
we'll
going to say, we might need...
Yeah, in which case it'll be layer 2 for you, all right? We'll come over to your side, but let's just figure out what it is first. Yeah.
Well, if they're gonna open that.
Oh, yeah, we can support it.
Yeah, I would actually physically move it, Michael. If you're going to put it on their stack, go ahead and move it to them. And...
No, yeah, hang on.
Okay, who's got the boards for this stack? Let's start boarding them up, putting the weight on them.
I see.
Yeah.
The ones that you couldn't handle right away, did you throw like
Yeah.
clean water or something?
So we want some help here because you don't want it to actually be thrown on top, and these are heavy, right? So we need another board, and we need a pair of boards here.
Board is heavy.
And you left them like.
And in fact, because we've got, I would do 4.
Yeah.
4 blotters, because,
4 blotters,
yes,
make it easy.
you want to create an even stack of material that will take the pressure, will distribute the pressure downwards evenly. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Where's some big boards?
You're going to possibly get creases down the middle there
I have
with
4 on there. And
you may be trying to...
Yeah, it's the linen has gaps.
Right.
You can deal with that post.
Oh, by
Oh,
Kyle?
I would think later on. Yeah,
Oh, here.
as long as it's not going to cause a tear.
Yeah, I need some board carriers.
Board carrier here.
Yeah, bring some boards around and let's create a stack here.
To get
Then let's go do one more kind of media, and then we probably, maybe exhausted our goodwill.